Kick-ass confidence for the woman who wants more passion, power, and personal style. Hello, beautifuls, and welcome back to Kick-ass Confidence. I'm Linda, I'm your confidence coach and your host. And today we are talking about three little words. Be a woman. What does that mean to you? In this world, and of course, everybody straight away, as I am doing, goes straight to the whole gender conversation lately. And, here's my take on it. I was listening to what is his name? Jordan Peterson, okay? Am I the last person on the planet to fall in love with his wisdom, his content, his calls to action, his straight shooting, straight talking, no BS kind of wisdom? It might just be, but I'm telling you what, I'm loving. I've heard of him now and then, and I've plugged in here and there, but not as much as lately. And I think that I am going to be spending a lot of time with Dr. Peterson. His take on this whole gender thing, I absolutely agree with. At the same time, I will say in parallel alongside that what other people are going through, I haven't walked a day in their shoes. I don't know their pain or their problems. I don't know what they're facing. I will say this right up front. And if you're listening and this is going to offend you, oh well. Offense is a choice, and it is Tuesday. You get to choose today whether you're going to be offended or whether you're going to listen to another perspective, because that's what I do. I make sure that I listen to different perspectives so that I don't get dull and boring and predictable in my mindset, in my outfit, in my style, in my lifestyle. It's important as we grow in our confidence as women that we do that. Small-mindedness and closed-mindedness is just, it's a boring way to live. You can be passionately, firmly for the position that you take, and you also can be interested and open to other people's positions. It doesn't have to change yours. A confident woman is not easily offended. She is also not easily swayed by somebody else's position or gender change. I have compassion for those people. I believe in the creator of life and his son Yeshua, and I believe that boys were meant to be boys and girls were meant to be girls. I also believe I don't have all the perspectives and the answers on the planet. I know nothing. I'm 52. I'm at the halfway mark. But I do get to have an opinion. It's my prerogative. I don't spend my life talking about it and thinking about it, but if I'm asked the opinion, which I am sometimes because I work with women, I have closed communities for women only, so it's relevant to this conversation. I feel for those people, but what I don't agree with is letting kids under the age of adulthood go through all kinds of things to change how they were born, from sterility to sterilization to surgical changes to the body and all kinds of things. That's not what this conversation is about, but we went straight there because we're talking about what does it mean to you to be a woman. And if you don't know, you need to know. If you're a woman, you need to know. And maybe there's a guy in your life who wants to listen to this, is like, what does it mean to be a woman, by the way? In this world, and the world has not gone crazy, by the way. The world is not crazy. The human nature is the one thing that hasn't changed since the dawn of mankind. We want the same things. We fear the same things. Our challenges just come in different forms. Okay, so that's really, really important, is we stay grounded in our faith, in our roots, in our purpose, our identity, and how you choose to live out that identity is entirely up to you. I think as long as you are honoring and respecting yourself and others, whatever blows your hair back, go for it. You want to be a singer, a songwriter, a surfer, a carer, a project manager, whatever works for you. As long as you are adding some value to your corner of the world, we are designed to be givers, not just consumers. So there is give and take. Okay, so let's get into what it means to be a woman. And all I'm going to share with you is 10 different things of what it means to me. And this is not a final list. There are many more things that it means. But at number one, I'm just going to dive straight in there and say, you know what, to be a woman, I get to be sexy. Especially, not also, but especially as a woman of faith, as a Christian woman. Are Christians allowed to be sexy? Of course we are, damn it. Women are sexy. Have you noticed the curves on a woman's body? I study women far more than men do. I look at women far more than men do. I love the shape, the design, the creation of women. I think women are the most beautiful, fascinating creatures. And I work full time with women. I am no less fascinated today than I was 30 years ago. So we get to be sexy. I like to be sexy. That doesn't mean I'm flaunting everything. I know my body shape. I know what I call my best bits. I know how to highlight my best bits and kind of float over the other bits that I am not so crazy about. But I love my whole body. But I get to be sexy. Sometimes I will dress in a cute little dress. I like my legs. So I will often wear skinnies or faux leather skinnies, or I'll wear a summer dress above the knee with some nice either heels or some wedges. But for me, a woman is sexy, and it's not about size, it's about shape. You've seen many confident women who are much larger than you, much larger than average, walk into a room, turn heads, and command respect instantly for how they are dressed. They know their body, they're confident. Confidence is sexy. Confidence is key. To be a woman is to be sexy in my books. Number 2, be bold and beautiful. Be unapologetic about your bold beauty. It is a gift. Your spirit of beauty is a gift. Be bold and be beautiful. No apology, but with humility. You know, sometimes confidence is confused for arrogance. Arrogance is a condition of the heart. It's got nothing to do with confidence. Confidence is about trusting yourself. That is the Latin root meaning of the word, is trust. So confidence is trust. Self-confidence is self-trust. But to be bold and beautiful, what does that mean for you? Well, maybe beautiful is sitting at a lakeside with your easel and your paints and you're painting, and your hair's flowing in the wind, and you have no makeup on. You've got a cute little summer dress on, you're barefoot, and you're enjoying the beauty of yourself, your skills, and the landscape. That's beauty. Other times it is bold and beautiful, which is get up, dress up, put those 9-inch Louboutins on, get that drip, be dripping in bling and diamonds and things. Put on that stunning outfit, that gorgeous head-turning dress, and go off to that party and have a good time. That's bold and beautiful. Maybe bold and beautiful to you is caring and giving. We are natural carers and givers as women. Maybe it is you putting on a hot pink t-shirt, some little skinny jeans, some cute tennis shoes, putting your hair in a ponytail, a nice baseball cap, a dash of bold on the lips, and maybe you are going to be bold and beautiful by giving your love and your time to others. Maybe the elderly, maybe the sickly, maybe certain people in hospital. Maybe you run an NPO, whatever it is, a nonprofit for people who need love and time and support. That's bold, that's beautiful. Maybe you love adventure sports. I love adventure sports. It's bold and it's beautiful to get up, dress up, and take your spirit of courage to go and jump off mountains, bridges, and out of airplanes. That's a beautiful thing. So bold and beautiful means different things to everybody, but to be a woman is to be bold and is to be beautiful. You are bold anyway. You have a spirit of courage anyway. You may as well just use it. It's just as a matter of stepping into it. What's at number 3? At number 3, I have lead by example. And by this, it doesn't mean a perfect polished presentation every single day. Not by a long shot. If you do life with me, you will know I screw up on a regular basis. I am a completely rehabilitated shopaholic and perfectionist. I went gray at the age of 27 because I was a perfectionist. It's no way to live. If you need help with that, jump on over to skool.com. The details are in the post, skool.com. Come and join us. It's free. And as you come in the front door, you get a gift. My 6-hour online course, How to Kickstart Your Closet, how to understand your body shape, how to understand how to reorganize and overhaul your closet in all 6 categories, plus a few other tips and tricks there to boost your confidence and to get your closet in order again. Come on over and join us. We share our fashion finds. We talk about, where did you find these earrings? Where did you get that velvet, beautiful velvet turquoise blouse? I'm on the hunt for a turquoise velvet blazer. I have been for years. I'll find her. And she's looking for me too. So we'll find each other. But leading by example, I always think about my kids. And you don't have to have kids, by the way, to lead by example. You don't have to be a mother. As women, we are mother figures. We are by nature carers, lovers, givers, nurturers. So there are kids, there are grandkids, there are people, there are teenagers, there are young adults in your life who you are leading by example to. So what is that example? I check in with my kids every now and again. I get their feedback, and sometimes it stings a little bit, and that's the sting that I want, because there's no more important opinion to me on the planet than my kids' opinion of, hey, how am I doing as a mom? That's outside of my faith, for example, of course. But I want to know that because I was told when I was much younger, several times over, you should never be a mom, Linda. You're too impatient. It's for some women and it's not for others, and it's not for you. Just don't ever be a mother. That crushed my spirit so badly. I carried the burden of that life for so many years. And you know what it turns out? Damn it, I'm an awesome mom. I was even told by my former coach and mentor, Danny Johnson, years ago when I first got with that incredible woman, that I was an awesome mom. She was the first person to actually say that to me and tell me why I'm an awesome mom. So if that's you, we get to lead by example while we screw up. And when we screw up, we have the humility to apologize, take ownership, and demonstrate to our kids and our grandkids and any other people around us what it looks like to take ownership and to make it right. And sometimes it doesn't come right overnight. Sometimes it takes a couple of months, a couple of years. But we must lead by example and get the feedback. Leading by example is just you being the best version of you. And to do that, you need to prioritize yourself, by the way. Number 4, you need to feel your feels. As women, we are trained in many places, many, especially religious churches and other places, that, you know, we got to speak life and, you know, look up and have faith and don't talk like that. You know, don't be afraid. And yeah, it does say don't be afraid. It doesn't say don't feel afraid. The word does not say don't feel afraid. The word says, do not be afraid, for I have given you a spirit of courage, a spirit of power. We get to feel our feels. I am going through a shitstorm right now, friends. I am going through some life-changing challenges and decisions. And some days it's all that I can do just to get up, get my kids to school. You know what? My closet has been my saving grace, my gift, my lifeline since the age of 17. Because sometimes the only predictable thing in my life lately is that I go to my closet, which is organized. I know what's there. I've been investing time, money, and effort in that closet for years, since the age of 17. I'm now 52. And I go there, I get up, I dress up, and I position myself for a rough day ahead. I position myself for what I know is coming later. So we don't get to dress down because we feel down. That is one of the biggest pitfalls that women fall into. We dress down, we dress according to how we feel. In fact, we should be dressing to feel confident, to feel powerful and positive and ready and prepared and positioned for our day. And some days are fantastic. Some days are beautiful. You want to feel the expression of that celebration and those victories and, you know, that happiness and that gratitude as well. But when it comes to being a woman, it took me a long time because we're often taught feelings lie, and sometimes they do. There is some truth to that, but my feelings are legitimate. My feelings have been taught to be squashed down and pushed down and shut up for so long that I kind of came away thinking I shouldn't be having any negative feelings. I'm like, have faith, speak life, get up, dress up, do this thing, dust yourself off. No, that's not how it works. Women are very emotional, loving, nurturing, edifying, encouraging, incredible human beings. And we have all hurt people and we've all been hurt by people. But we get to feel that. And I've learned a way that when I feel sad or mad or frustrated or disappointed, I stop and I give time and attention to that feeling. I say, like, damn it, this is how I feel. It's normally to myself. There's one precious friend in my life right now who I share some stuff with, most of the stuff. But I get to feel how I feel. My feelings are legitimate. They have a place in my heart and in my life. So once I give them time and attention and just kind of get them up and out of my heart, then I take action in the direction of my identity, my faith, and my goals. So to be afraid is to act, is to be afraid, and that's not how we should be. But to feel afraid is okay. To feel disappointed is okay. As a woman, I get to feel my feels. It doesn't mean I'm acting like a baboon banshee every single day and everyone must just put up with my moods, although I got to tell you, in the slap bang middle of menopause, I know that sometimes I probably look even crazier than the banshee that I feel inside. I don't know about you, but how many moods you swing through in a day, but it's rough, man. It's rough. It's a privilege and it's a pain in the ass to have menopause and to be a woman. But I would rather be a woman than anything else. I'd rather be a woman than be a man. I'd rather be a woman than be a puppy who gets loved on and fed and spoiled every single day. I love being a woman. So I get to feel my feels. Number 5, and this is such an important one. It's in the middle, but it's always at the top of my list. To be a woman is to love the woman in the mirror. To be truly woman, to be a confident woman, is to stop all the BS, to stop all the... Let me ask you a question. How many years, my beautiful friend listening or watching, have you sacrificed at the altar of man whose opinion is far more important to you than anyone or anything else's, that you will dress down and hide your body, hide your fat? Yes, we say the F word here at Linda Page. Fat, because fat is fat. We call things what it is. Love it or lose it. We don't get hung up on it. It's like life is not about your size. Life is about far more than that. It is also about your body and your shape and your beauty and your curves. But life is not about what you weigh. It's really important to be healthy, get healthy, do our best, live long, be there for our kids and grandkids. But how many years have you sacrificed at the altar of man's opinion, fearful of his judgment, criticism, of his rejection, or hers, of course? Women dress for women. We don't dress for men. How many years have you lost on the beach, poolside, swimming, playing with your kids or your friends? How many invitations have you declined because you feel low on confidence and low on self-esteem? And besides, you don't even know what you wear, never mind feeling confident to go there. How many years have you sacrificed? How many years have you criticized your upper arms, your butt, your boobs, your belly, your thighs, your dimples that are not on your cheeks, they're on your other cheeks? How many years, friend, are you willing to still give away to a stranger who you'll never meet but whose opinion you fear? You can't serve 2 masters, and you know that. You can serve but one. An audience of one is whose opinion you must fear, and that is it. So, as far as being a woman is concerned, you need to learn to love the woman in the mirror. I don't know one woman who I've ever met in my life who has truly walked most of her life or even half of her life doing that. But some years ago, I got to a point where, like, that is my goal. I want to do that. Does a shitstorm come along every now and again and mess up my plans and my path? I'm like, what the hell, man? Things were going well. Oh, I see. Yes, the good book does say there'll be trouble tomorrow. Here's trouble. Okay. And I don't necessarily feel like I love the woman in the mirror, but I've done it. I know it. I do it. I do love her. I am my own greatest encourager. You need to be as well. So when those storms do come, I know where to go. And some pain is more than others, and some challenges are easier than others, and it swings and roundabouts. But I am for the woman in the mirror. I will stand for her. I will no longer ever again criticize her. Do I sometimes feel heavy under the conviction of something that I've done wrong or that is continuing to go wrong? Of course. Conviction is a good thing, but it can be painful. There's, 1 or 2 things about my character that, man, I am not happy with. And I want to, it's more behavior than character, but it becomes part of your character when behavior becomes a habit, when it becomes a lifestyle. So we need to work those kinks out. But I can tell you this straight up. I love the woman in the mirror. I think she's fucking phenomenal. I really do. What she's been through, the pain, the shame, the sexual abuse, the physical, emotional abuse, the abandonment, the rejection, growing up in 8 different homes, just staple diet being criticism, just feeling on the outside, lost, almost, abducted twice. Thank God, literally thank my God, because that's who stopped it. That's who prevented it. There's been so much pain and shame in my past. When I look back, I'm like, listen, kid, you did good, and I'm proud of you. And whatever you've been through, you did good, because here you are listening to this message, not by mistake, by the way. I'm not much a believer in coincidence. Our paths are crossing for a reason here, friends. So come on, man. Come on. Maybe it's time for you to get up, dress up, and be that bold light on the hill that you know in your heart you want to be, because that's what you're called to be. You are called to more. You are called to arise and shine, to be a woman. Number 6. This is something that I have a lot of fun with. I'm on a mission to paint the world red, okay? Red is almost every man's favorite color to see women wearing where they look bold and sexy and beautiful. And how do I know? I've done the surveys. So men love women in red, and women love to wear red. But guess what's not in your closet? Much red or any at all. I've surveyed men and women many times over. Women will say, red makes me feel bold and confident and beautiful. I don't necessarily have the confidence to wear it all the time. And if that's you, start small, okay? Start with red nail polish or a dash of bold red on the lips. Go to a department store, sit with a consultant who's got some experience, and say to her, could you please help me find my shade of red? And don't get into analysis paralysis, on color. It really is it an orange red or is it a blood red? Like yellow. Is it a sunshine yellow or is it a mustard yellow? The color coding out there is so damn confusing. It has been for so long. That's why I came up with 123 Color Me. You want to learn that as well? Come on over to school.com or lindapage.com, okay, and come and join us. And if in the middle of this, friend, you are feeling like, I'm hearing this for a reason, I want help, I want to get into a coaching program, you don't have to go via. You can just go straight to school.com and say, how do I sign up for a free consultation? Always, there will be a link in the bio, wherever you're catching this, Spotify, Instagram, wherever else, on YouTube, there's always a link to book your free consultation with my office, and let's explore whether my coaching program called Dress to Connect, where we restore self-esteem, boost self-confidence, and harness the power of personal style, is right for you, and whether you are a right fit for this community that I've been building for years. It's an exploratory, free conversation that's going to cost you nothing. It's going to add massive value to your life. But let me tell you something. Wearing red communicates confidence. It will make you feel beautiful and sexy. It will help you to get up, dress up, put your best foot forward. Start with a pair of red ballet flats. Start with a pair of red heels if you can't wear that red dress yet. And by the way, every woman needs a red dress or red wrap dress or at least a red jumpsuit in her closet. That much I do know. Give it a go. Red is powerful. It's beautiful. You've got red running through your veins. There is scarlet in the Bible. These things are not by mistake, okay? And if you've been taught that red is for prostitutes, it's for harlots, listen, then you really have to come and join the conversation at school.com. Come on over to the light side, to the bright side, okay? Come out of the dark side, because red is a God-given, beautiful, powerful, amazing womanly color. Number 7. What does this say? Oh, I might have to put my specs on just now. Number 7, get your shit together. That's what's at number 7. What does that mean? As a woman, who are you? What do you want out of life? What is your vision for your future, your finances, your romance, for your hair, for your personal style? Get your shit together. Who are you hanging out with? You can't keep plugging in to content and to podcasts and to interviews and to attending events if you're not building this intentional life for yourself. You've got to be intentional about getting your vision for your life together. You have to know what you want. And let me tell you something, if you're scared about going after what you want, those dreams, that business, writing that book, going on that date, going after that promotion, securing that huge big business opportunity, launching your business, if you're scared of that, you should be. You should be. It's risky, damn it. There's huge risk. But let me tell you something else. You should be more afraid of not going after those things, because there is more danger there than there is for going for those goals. If you're sitting on the bench and you're watching your life go by, let me tell you something. Your life is not a spectator sport. You're supposed to be in the game of life, playing to win. And win means different things for different people. You need to get off the bench. Whether you're on the bench or in the game, here's a couple of guarantees I can give you. You're going to get hurt both times. You're going to get hurt in the game and you're going to get hurt on the bench, because the Bible guarantees you're going to get hurt. But what you are going to get in the game that you will never get on the bench is some wins, some victories, some trophies, experience, practice. You're going to get some routines, some plays, some methods and some tools that are going to help you to win even bigger and even better. You're going to find maybe true love. You're going to launch that business. And guess what? You're going to get the ball. You're going to run. You're going to fall on your face. That is the only way to win. There is no win on the bench, and there is no win without screwing up and falling on your face. Once again, Who are you serving? Master of man or the master of all creation? You cannot serve two gods. You need to be okay with falling on your face. When I decided that years ago, I've lived so fearfully under the fear of man and the fear of rejection and criticism and judgment that by 27 years old, I was completely gray in front. Okay. And then some years later, I went completely gray everywhere else. And I'm young, man. I'm 52. But it is no way to live. You have got to get your shit together. You've got to get a vision for your life. Get an action plan to execute on that vision and do it with like-minded people on a similar journey. Come and join us at Linda Page. We are women who are committed to getting up, dressing up, putting our best foot forward and going for gold, because it is scarier to sit on the bench and wait for the alternative. All right, and number 8, what else does it mean to be a woman? Be playful, okay? Lord knows we can have more fun as women. We need more fun in our lives. I got to tell you right now, I have in a month's time, I've got a long weekend, kind of like hiking retreat, little weekend away with my girlfriend, who I am so excited about this. I can't even tell you. I've got a couple of boxes that I see near my kitchen every day, and I'm filling it with, some food and a couple of bottles of bubbles, because there's a hot tub there. It's just the two of us, okay? We both desperately need to get away, and it's a serious getaway, because sometimes you really have to stop and take stock and make some decisions and clear your head and clear your schedule and just clear the way forward. But it's also playful, because she's like, listen, she's like, this chick is like, she's like the female version of The Rock, okay? She could probably survive on the mountaintop for a month, probably 6, and live off the land and catch her own fish. She can fish, okay? And she's like pot farmer, pot hiker, and she's a drop dead gorgeous blonde, okay? Then there's me, okay? The city slicker. I don't do that kind of stuff. I don't like nunus. I don't like insects and mosquitoes. I don't like getting hot and sweaty and hiking. I do love the outdoors. I love the mountains. That is my space, that is my place, that is my sanctuary. And so I'm excited, okay? I'm excited. There's a playfulness coming out of me when I think, oh, what are we going to pack? What kind of food are we going to do? What kind of snacks are we going to have? What kind of coffee are we going to do? And we've got 3.5 days out there. I am so excited. Playful also can be playing some board games with your family or with your friends. Now, unfortunately, half of my family doesn't like playing board games, and then there's me and my daughter, and we do. So normally we play by ourselves, but I love playing board games, certain board games. I do not like Monopoly. That's not going to change, but I love all kinds of board games. I think it just is fun, it's playful, and to see people just, make an ass of yourself and do that charade again, I think it's hilarious. And we sometimes we take ourselves too seriously. We have to be playful. We have to be playful. Number 9. What is it to be a woman? We are natural born encouragers. We are given the gift of, all people are, not just women. But as women, it is our responsibility and our privilege to uplift others. And when it comes to women, it's no more important than among women that women must look for the opportunity to uplift other women. Let's put all this bullshit to bed, okay? This comparison and this gossip and this, so all women have hurt women, and all women have been hurt by women. It is time for us to restore the bond and the trust between women. It is time for us to break down the barriers and to build bridges. How do we do that? Well, I've been doing that with one thing for many years, and that's through fashion. Fashion is a connector. You know how you feel when a well-dressed woman walks past you and says, oh my gosh, you look amazing. Where did you get that dress? It's uplifting, it's empowering, it's inspiring. It's a beautiful thing. Women need to encourage more women. We are natural at it. And when you do it, it's going to boost your confidence. The more you encourage, because radical generosity is part of your beauty and it's part of being a woman. So be generous with your words, be generous with your compliments, and you will see your confidence and your influence expand. And when that happens, oftentimes your income expands as well. So be encouraging, and most especially, and I'm so adamant about this, do not be a woman in your 40s, 50s, 60s, or 70s who speaks about the youth or the younger generation. You're making yourself sound like a freaking 95-year-old who is done with life, okay? Don't do that. You don't know You haven't walked a day in their shoes. Do you remember 19? Do you remember 23? I do. Do you remember 26? I do. It was damn tough, man. It was tough. Don't you be criticizing the youth or the younger generation. They're amazing. They're powerful. They're beautiful. They're competitive. When it comes to fashion, they're more about ethical fashion than we just slid on through fast fashion without even, so much as what is fast fashion. Don't you be criticizing them. Go to church and find the young woman, encourage them, compliment them on the dress that she's wearing, rather than speak truth in love, which is such bullshit, and tell her that her dress is not appropriate for church. Nobody gave you that role. Nobody did but you, or somebody else did, and you fell for it. That's not who you are. To be a woman is to be for other women, is to uplift her, encourage her, and edify her. You go and find those opportunities at church this weekend, or at the grocery store, at your office, at home, at the school gate. Listen, the school gate is one of the scariest places for me. Man, moms school moms are an animal all of their own. I have never been comfortable or confident in that environment for all kinds of my own legitimate reasons, okay? It doesn't mean that the women in that environment are not nice women. That's not what I'm saying at all. I have met some incredible women at our current school. But it's not a place where I'm confident, and it's not a place where I have met many people or connected with many, because I'm a 52-year-old with a 10-year-old. I'm in quite a different little gap at the moment. And so for that reason, we don't have the usual play dates or the connections that maybe I did when at another time in my life. There's an age and stage going on where it's just not happening. I'm not connecting with, I meet lots of people. I talk to anybody. I'm an extrovert. I'm out there. I will talk to, Jack Johnson and Jane Brown. Doesn't matter. In the lift, in the grocery store, at school, anywhere. But I know myself, and I know where I'm confident, and I'm also okay by myself, because I believe in myself. I'm a woman. I don't need to be connected to or friends with everybody. I'm really okay with 2 or 3 close friends. I really am. Sadly, a good handful, 3 of my very close friends are abroad. In the 2 in the UK, 4 actually, and 2 in the US. But I've got my gal pal here. We're going hiking soon. And that's such a blessing. And one of my most precious friends is a 78-year-old retired fashion designer, power freaking house, who blesses my very soul with every conversation that we have. Her wisdom is almost tangible. So we need to encourage, okay? If you see somebody at school and she's standing by herself, or she's a mom watching the athletics, or she's like, just go and say hi. I'm always introducing myself. I can say, probably never, maybe 99.8%, does anyone ever come over to me and say hi and introduce themselves. And so that's what we need to do. And that doesn't bother me. Okay, listen, it used to bother me. It doesn't anymore. What I am saying is look for opportunities to connect. Look for opportunities to encourage. Go and introduce yourself. If you see somebody new at school, at the office, go and say hi and be welcoming. That is what leaders do. That is what women do. And at number 10, grown-ups, okay, women wear grown-up clothes. What the hell is the status of your closet? You cannot go through life any longer with a full closet yet nothing to wear. A cluttered closet is a cluttered mind. Your fashion, your style, your personal style is a gift, friend. The very fabric that goes on your body, if you're a woman of faith and you think that God doesn't care about what you wear, then I can tell you haven't read your Bible. Yep, because that's where I studied fashion. That's where I studied personal style and color. That's how I built my business, from studying it from the Word. Fashion is a connector, and what you wear is an extension of yourself, an expression of yourself. When you walk into a room based on what you're wearing, you're saying something without saying a word. You're in the fashion business, whether you like it or not. I'm sorry, not sorry. Yes, that's the truth. And here's more truth. You are beautiful. You have a spirit of beauty. You are called to arise and shine. And you are done waiting for the wait. You're done frumpy and frustrated. You're done feeling overlooked, not taken seriously, and sometimes even invisible. I know that about some of you. Come on over to the light side. Let me help you. Style is just a skill. And if you knew just how simple it was to build a beautiful wardrobe customized to your body, your budget, and your lifestyle, you are going to kick yourself and think, oh my gosh, why didn't I do this sooner? And that's what I do. I'm a confidence coach and a stylist. And at the heart of what I do is I do for other women what I did for myself with my God, is I will take you by the hand and help you to fall in love with the woman in the mirror. If I can go from self-hate, self-loathing, hating what I see in the mirror, and I mean hating, no matter what size I was, what I was achieving or accomplishing in life, I just saw ugly. And that's a lie. And I got to my knees some years ago and I decided I'm not going to live like that anymore. And I was by myself, okay? It was like a one-man band, me and God. I didn't have anyone to do it with. We now have a powerful community of thousands of women who've done this, who will come around you and rally around you and encourage you as you go on your journey to breaking off the chains and the lies and the binding and restricting, self-sabotaging, limiting beliefs that you've had all your life, and help you to break free out of that prison and to step into the fullness of your spirit of beauty and be a woman, because that is who you are, that is how you were designed, and the world needs women. You can be badass and bold and beautiful all at the same time. You can be fierce and feminine in the same second. You can be caring and compassionate and loving, and then you can be confident, kick-ass confident, competitive, and go for gold the very next. Women are incredibly, extraordinarily beautiful creatures. I thank God for us. I really do. Women are amazing, and so are you. And whatever you're going through, friend, you are not alone. I am facing what I told you just now is a shit show. I have decisions to make. I go from crying to excited to strong to, oh my gosh, I don't want to get out of bed this morning. We all get to go through that sometimes. You know what? It develops our character and it develops our faith. It strengthens our faith. And at the end of this short little 10 bullet point, be a woman, what does that mean to me? What does it mean to you? Conversation. I hope you'll be encouraged. I hope that you will listen to what I'm saying. I hope that God's words are flowing through my mouth, that I'm the vessel right now, and that you're hearing him say, I made you beautiful. You have no cause or right, actually, to hide that beauty. That's what I believe. You are called to more. You are called to arise and shine, to be a bold light on a hill. And you better not be dimming your light for anybody else. If you think that shining your light is going to dim somebody else's light, honey, you ain't that powerful. Only he can dim her light. Only she can dim her light. And that light, even though yours might be, that flame is like, it's like just barely flickering, it's alive. Your spirit of beauty is alive. Your spirit of excellence is alive. Your spirit of confidence, of courage, of power, they are alive spirits. You just need to feed them. You just need to be in the right environment. So I invite you over to lindapage.com or school.com. Come and find me. Ask your questions. Ask where I got these earrings. And I'm going to ask you where you got your beautiful outfit from. And let's be women who are on the rise to breaking down barriers, building the bridges that we need to build, all through being a woman. I hope you were blessed today. I hope this conversation helped you. And thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in, because I know you have got endless options online. But I appreciate you being here. I wish I could see your pretty face. But from me to you, from my heart to yours, I love you. God bless you. You are a beautiful woman. So just go out and be a woman.